Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Shotgun snap on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up third down so they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in third and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first third down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Clemson Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down.
Touchdown, Tiger! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Handoff to the lone back. Fouls through the defense. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing to that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll pull it on the read. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Going to swing it on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The Mintz, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it at the 30. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. Pass to 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Reels it in down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for a crease. It's Clay. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got his man in the middle. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy. And
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'll run this play from the pistol. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. After the filthy move, he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3, but get a touchdown here and you feel... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Unleashes one. Complete in the middle. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got the back in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a group.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
28, Florida, 3.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Gators decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Go straight ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They will get... It's a touchdown.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They went with the zone blitz that time, David, and it worked to perfection. What made it successful?
Well, a lot of times when you bring blitzes, you play man behind it. But when you sneak in some zone like this and you got all the eyes on the quarterback still able to cover spots really, really quickly, it takes that first read away from the quarterback, and the zone blitz came home.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. He'll pull it down. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Tigers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And he kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The snap sets up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here's the handoff. At the 10, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his...
Breaks into the open. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking second and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. Oh, a double pass. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Tiger! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Going right to work up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tiger.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the quick completion. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. So we open the final period with a third down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. You want to talk about controlling a game? This Clemson defense hasn't even allowed 150 yards.
That's insane. I mean, that is video game type numbers. That's crazy. You can't find that kind of numbers anywhere this day.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now third and long, and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Slips through the line, and the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. Complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Swings it out to the flat. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. They are in no mood refuse to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Trying to do it on the ground. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Clemson. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken by. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pulls it in. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game.